Okay, picture this. It's dark, really dark, like pre-dawn dark. You're on this huge lake, miles from shore, in a little boat, and a storm's blowing hard.
Right.
The wind's fighting you, waves are crashing over the side. You've been rowing for what feels like forever, totally exhausted. And then you see something impossible out there on the water. And what happens next? Well, it kind of defies everything. That's what we're diving into today, this incredible ancient story, and maybe more importantly, the very human reactions to it all.
Exactly. Our mission here is really to dig into this account, pull out the key insights, you know,
Right.
and to really get it, we need that initial context.
Right, the setup.
Yeah. So the main figure in the story, he just sent a massive crowd away. Then he goes up a mountainside
Yeah.
alone to pray.
Leaving his followers, the disciples, to cross the lake by themselves.
Precisely. So you have this separation, him in solitude, them facing the storm. It sets a very specific stage for everything that comes next.
So while he's up there alone, night falls, and his followers are really struggling out on the water. The text gives us this vivid image, doesn't it?
It really does. Already a considerable distance from land, it says. And the boat, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. You feel that struggle.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Just relentless. What do you think that kind of constant battle, being battered by the wind and waves for hours, what would that do to them mentally before the main event even happens?
Oh, it would grind them down. Physically, for sure, but mentally too. That feeling of being isolated, overwhelmed by forces you just can't control, it's exhausting.
Creates a kind of vulnerability, maybe.
Definitely. And I think that sense of isolation is key. Even though they're followers of this powerful figure, in that moment on that boat, they're alone with the storm. It kind of mirrors how we can feel, right? Adrift in our own struggles, despite, whatever support systems we think we have.
Okay, so the night wears on. It's getting towards dawn, maybe the darkest point.
Yeah.
And then he appears.
Yes. Shortly before dawn, the account says he went out to them, walking on the lake.
Just try to visualize that for a second. Someone walking on stormy water towards you.
It's completely outside of normal experience, and their reaction tells you everything.
Pure terror.
Utter terror. They were terrified. And their first thought,
It's a ghost.
it's a ghost, and they cried out in fear.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Why jump straight to ghost? Not something else, but specifically that.
Well, I think it shows something really fundamental about us. When we encounter something so far beyond our understanding, our framework for reality just shatters.
Yeah.
And often the mind fills that void with, the most terrifying possibility. The inexplicable becomes the monstrous. It's fear of the unknown, overriding maybe any hope or memory of who this figure actually was to them.
Terror over wonder, as you said. But he doesn't leave them in that terror for long, does he?
No, immediately he speaks. Cuts right through the noise and the fear.
Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid. Simple words, but in that context,
Wow.
incredibly powerful.
Direct reassurance, addressing the fear head on. But then, one of them, Peter, does something. Well, something incredibly audacious.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. Peter pipes up.
He says, Lord, if it's you. Notice the if still lingering there.
Yeah.
Tell me to come to you on the water.
Wow! I mean, talk about putting it all on the line. Asking for the impossible is proof.
It's an extraordinary challenge born out of maybe a flicker of faith mixed with that lingering fear. And the response he gets,
Just one word, come.
so simple, so direct, an invitation to step into the impossible.
And Peter, he actually does it. He got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. He's literally doing it.
He is. For a moment, he shares in that impossible reality. It's a triumph of, you could say, faith over physics, a breathtaking moment.
But it doesn't last.
No. The narrative pivots very quickly. It says, but when he saw the wind.
Ah, the wind, the thing that was already there.
Exactly, the tangible, threatening reality. He saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, cried out, Lord, save me.
He takes his eyes off the figure, focuses on the storm around him, and bam, fear floods back in and he starts to go down.
It happens that fast. The shift from miraculous confidence to desperate fear.
And the rescue.
Instantaneous.
Yeah.
Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. No hesitation.
But there's a question that comes with the rescue. Isn't there a kind of gentle rebuke almost?
Yes. You of little faith, he said, why did you doubt? It's not angry, perhaps, but it's direct. It points right to the core issue.
Why did you doubt you were doing it? What changed?
It's such a profound moment. It highlights this tension, this paradox, doesn't it? We can grasp something extraordinary, maybe even experience it, But the immediate, visible challenges, the wind in our lives, the doubts, the fears, they can so easily pull our focus away.
Makes you lose sight of the bigger picture, the power you were just tapping into.
Exactly. It shows how fragile that kind of faith or focus can be when the storm is raging right in front of your eyes.
So Jesus pulls them up, and then what happens when they get back into the boat?
The change is immediate and dramatic. And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down.
Just stop.
Just stopped. The chaos ceases the moment they are back together in the boat.
And the reaction from the other disciples in the boat, after seeing Peter walk, sink, get rescued, and now the storm instantly calming.
It's a complete transformation from their earlier terror. Now they worshipped him.
No longer thinking ghosts.
No. Now they're saying, truly you are the Son of God. It's a profound declaration of recognition.
What do you think clicks for them at that moment? Is it just the calm or the whole sequence?
I think it's the convergence of everything. Peter's walk, however brief, the instant rescue, and then the immediate, undeniable calming of the storm they'd been fighting all night. It's the culmination. It moves from impossible event to revelation of identity.
Okay, so that's the climax on the water. But the story keeps going, right? It connects to a wider impact. They finally reach the shore.
Yes, they land at a place called Gennesaret. And the story shifts from this intense, isolated event to its public ripple effect.
Oh, so?
Well, the local people there, they recognize Jesus. Word spreads like wildfire. They sent word to all the surrounding country.
So it's not just a rumor. People know who he is.
When they react, people start bringing all their sick to him. It becomes this mass movement towards him.
And what are they hoping for?
They begged him to let the sick just touch the edge of his cloak. There's this belief that even minimal contact with him carries immense power.
And did it work?
The account is clear. All who touched it were healed. It confirms this widespread recognition and experience of his extraordinary power, far beyond just controlling the weather or walking on water. It touches ordinary lives directly.
So, pulling this all together,
Yeah.
what should someone listening take away from this deep dive? We've walked through fear, incredible courage, crippling doubt, instant rescue, profound worship.
Yeah.
What's the core message here for you?
Well, it's obviously a story layered with meaning. But focusing on the human element, it's a powerful look at how we react when faced with things far beyond our normal experience. The fear is real. The doubt is real. But so is the potential for courage, for faith, and for experiencing something truly extraordinary, even if just for a moment, like Peter did. It holds up a mirror to our own internal storms, doesn't it?
It really does. It shows how quickly we can shift between terror and faith, between doubt and certainty. It's not just about one specific event long ago. It feels very human.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And maybe here's the thought to leave with. Think about Peter again. He walks on water, defies reality, but then sinks because he sees the wind, a real but ultimately manageable threat, especially compared to walking on water.
Right. He'd already overcome the bigger impossibility.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So the question for you listening might be, in your own life, when things get tough, when the wind picks up, how often does that immediate tangible problem make you forget a deeper strength or a truth you've already experienced or know?
Where does your focus go? Does it stay on the one who called you out onto the water, or does it shift to the waves threatening to pull you under?
Yeah. What does this story suggest about where our focus, maybe our faith, needs to be anchored when the storm hits? Something to really mull over.